Your Excellency, I also take this moment to congratulate and commend the entire group of officer cadets for successfully completing this rigorous training. Indeed, if we maintain this level of commitment in our professional military education, then our people, the people of Uganda, will be safer and more secure. Your Excellency and distinguished guests, the country is currently in the midst of a general election with presidential, parliamentary, and local government campaigns well underway. The political campaigns have so far proceeded smoothly, and we commend not only the security forces who are working around the clock to ensure we have a peaceful electoral process, but also the Wananchi who are thus far abiding by the Independent Electoral Commission's and Uganda Police guidelines. However, we must warn any candidate, presidential or otherwise, who continuously flout the Electoral Commission's guidelines and try to provoke security forces that we shall not stand for it. This indiscipline must stop. The security of the country will not be compromised merely because a particular candidate is campaigning. It doesn't work like that. Your Excellency, in the early morning hours of Saturday, November 1st, 2025, confused elements in Kasese and Bundibujo tried to attack different positions of the security forces. They also tried to attack Canon Apollo Core Teachers Training College in Fort Portal. They were mainly armed with machetes and were promptly repulsed by the UPDF and Uganda police forces. In total, 42 of the attackers were put out of action and 77 were captured. We thank the Wananchi in Kasese, Bundibujo, and Fort Portal for rallying to our side and strongly supporting our actions to defeat these criminals. Preliminary findings reveal that these attackers were mobilized by disgruntled elements that were former officials of the traditional institution there. Most of the attackers were actually older members of these communities, which means the youth who are more educated avoided that confusion. We encourage them to maintain that spirit. All those who were captured will be arraigned before the courts to face the law. Your Excellency and distinguished guests, the recent security events in the western part of the country is yet another reminder that we must never be found wanting or lower our guard in any way simply because the horizon seems clear. As the ancient Romans used to say, those who desire peace must prepare for war. For that reason, the security forces are instructed to always maintain constant vigilance and operational readiness. This is how a lot of people were saved on Saturday. Otherwise, it would have been quite a different outcome. I welcome the young men and women before you here into the UPDF officer ranks. The UPDF is constantly evolving and growing, so we welcome their addition.
The successful officer cadets before you are 498 in number, among whom 61 are female. The officer cadets are from the following African countries. We have from Uganda 328 of them, 41 are female. United Republic of Tanzania, we have 10 and 5 are female. Federal Republic of Somalia, we have 40 officer cadets, From Central African Republic, we have 111 of them are female. From the Republic of Mali, we have 20 officer cadets. Your Excellency, today's function is more than a celebration of achievement. It is a demonstration of resilience, determination, and strategic vision that defines our armed forces. Your Excellency and esteemed guests, 36 weeks ago, these officer cadets stood on the verge of a demanding path and uncertain of the full extent of the adversaries they would face. However, with each day passing, they learned not only their physical and mental limits, but also to embrace the values of teamwork, command, leadership, patriotism, and service to the nation. They also witnessed the power of comradeship, drawing strength from one another to overcome challenges during the training. Together, they represent the future of their militaries as a united and determined force to count on. It's now my honor and humble duty to present to you 498 successful officer cadets of course intake 19 of the year 2025, who have commendably met all the course requirements and are ready to be commissioned as lieutenants and second lieutenants.